He really needs no introduction. I see there's a lot of fans here, but of course, a footballer, someone who has an incredible career, who has played from Premier Leagues to Champions League to the World Cup, the captain of the French national team. Can I just get a quick raise your hand if you're a football fan in here?
Oh no.
Nice. So we're here to speak a little bit more about, of course, football, but life after football. And of course, it is a tale as old as time for a footballer to be thinking, what is the next chapter of an athletic career? And I think for you, what did you first believe you were going to move on from football at first?
So first of all, we say bonjour in Malta, and I think Kavinsky, everyone, Kavinsky. So don't get confused. This is just water. I was in the toilet, so just if it's a misunderstanding. But no, thank you for having me, guys. It's my first time ever in Malta, and I already love it. As soon as I get out of the plane, the welcome, the people, and I always say I judge a city by their people, not about the architecture or whatever. And for me, moving for football actually was really easy. I don't like when people say I'm a footballer. I'm a human being. I'm doing more things, and of course, football being a massive part of my life, and I'm so grateful and feel blessed and thankful to all the fans because without them, we are nothing. But today, my social impact is ending the violence against children. So I was a defender on the pitch. Now I'm a defender in life. So I'm being busy. To be honest, when I was playing football, I feel I was in holiday compared to now. I'm always in the plane, traveling, visiting different country, learning different culture. Of course, I am also an investor. And can you believe I did a movie 4 months ago in France? So that's why I came today at the movie festival to learn more about that. So yeah, Patrice Evra, I think someone screamed, I love this game. I love this game. It's not about any sport. It's about loving life. You know, life is a game. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you always stay positive and be kind to people. I had a meeting with the president and to see they're using the fund to find a cure against the cancer, against the poor people. Those things really touch me because I come from a poor background and from nothing, I reached the top. So that's why if there's anyone in this room, you have to believe in your dream. Don't let anyone, saying you can't do that. They're just projecting their own failure. And I love this game. It's about all being positive, sharing and caring, and be grateful. Sometimes people say, "How are you, Patrice?" And I say, "I'm alive," and they laugh. But I feel blessed and grateful. I lost many friends. I lost some of my brothers, so that's why I'm really blessed to be alive, and I'm passionate about life.
And you're walking me so nicely into so many other questions I want to ask you. And the first one is that obviously just being in the same room with you or seeing your presence online, it is very clear that you're a people person and that you have this rapport with people from all sorts of backgrounds, from all sorts of professions and life. And I'm just wondering, when did you first realize that you were such a people person and that you were ready to become a public-facing person?
To be honest, always, but I never share it to the world because when you are in this football world, you like a robot, so you can't share your emotions. So my teammate, no, I can be crazy sometimes. And it happened as an accident because I was against the social media. I'm really old school. The way it happened, I was in Juventus, and Paul Pogba was always on Instagram. And I was, what you doing? You're losing your time. You need to focus. We need to prepare a game. And many fans, they were, Patrice, we text you on Facebook, Instagram, you never reply. I say, guys, I'm gonna never been on social media. Those are all fake accounts. And the people from Instagram, they contact me. They say the best way to delete all those fake accounts is to open your official account. And that's when I fall in the trap. I was in the hotel with the Euro 2016 in the French national team. And, when you are in your room, you're boring. I like to sing. Even if I am a bad singer, I just scream. And after the shower, I was singing and screaming, I love this game. And it went viral. I think you know, sometimes when I see some comments and some people, they say, Patrice, my dad just passed away, but watching one of your videos make me smile. This is more important than winning the Champions League or the Premier League. So that's why I'm not acting. This is myself. I've got 10 person in my brain. Someday I can be your clown. Someday I can be serious. I can be your motivator, whatever. But it's me at the end. It's always the same person.
And it's really fascinating to see kind of your feed and the things that you're posting there in terms of you're obviously you have I love this game, which is incredible, but you're also sometimes you're with one shoe or you have your Monday motivation and you're singing reggae, and it seems like it's such a positivity and really interesting to see. And I'm just wondering, was this a bit of trial and error? You was just playing with the things that you wanted to do when you first started posting. How was this process for you, and then finding the things that you like?
No, I think just being myself. It wasn't a process. I didn't calculate anything. It wasn't any strategy. I didn't know I will be using my platform all around the world to send a positive message. It's the way I wake up, you know. Sometimes you can be angry, you can be moody. Don't think I'm always happy. But that's what I want to share, you know, to the world. And sometimes I don't even know what I'm going to say. Even a fan, when he asked me, Patrice, can you do a video to wish happy birthday to my dad? Or I don't know what I'm saying. It's just, you know, a gift, and my brain just going on and on. And that's the same when I create any video. I just put some music. And of course, the Monday video, I do it because when I was a kid, I used to hate Monday because it's back to school, it's the end of the weekend. And I said, you know what? Now I'm going to love every day. So I start to, of course, to doing this Monday motivation. For the shoes, it's quite personal. I don't want to say it to the fan because they're going to stop laughing. And it's a reason why I'm always wearing one shoes. Even now, you see, I hear two different colors.
I would say it's still on brand. I still see one shoe of each, which is really nice. And then you were obviously saying about making someone's day, and it's a really beautiful thing about having this personal touch with the people who like what you do, who admire you. How much do you value having this space to be able to connect with people from all over the world? I was seeing you're beloved globally. You have a community in India, in Abu Dhabi, in Nigeria, in France, everywhere.
No, but I mean, it's quite difficult. But I am a man of people, and sometimes, yeah, it's quite hard. But I feel overwhelmed sometimes. Even I ask God or the universe, why me? And, you know, I'm not more famous than Messi or Ronaldo or Neymar, but it's bigger than that because people feel connected to me. So it's nothing related about football. It's about life. And I think, you know, all the human beings deserve to have a great life. For me, it was really challenging in my childhood. I had really tough moments, trauma, but I overcome. You know, I'm not selling dream and saying that just to please people. It's my life. This is my real life. That's why I write my book 3 years ago, I Love This Game. And I've been really honest and transparent in it because the new generation, they want everything fast. But in life, nothing comes fast. You know, you have to work for it. I always say it's easy to reach the top of the pyramid, but to stay at the top, that's when you have to make a lot of sacrifice. And I say, traveling, yes, I'm more in the plane than the pilot, but I don't complain because this is a blessing.
And seeing you speak and reading what you write in your book, it is really refreshing within the world of football where you're coming from and this platform where there is still quite a bit of toxic masculinity of not speaking out about your feelings, of having this sort of restraint. And then have you speak about coming from a massive family, from having 24 brothers and sisters, from having to deal with things at home that perhaps were hard to navigate, and now being so open and transparent and using this to create a platform. How important for you was to be able to not only speak out, but to turn this into a chattable situation, to be able to pay it forward?
But I think no one reacts. She said, I've got 24 brothers and sisters. It's not a joke, yeah. My dad never watched TV. Oh, he was a really busy man. I always say, it's one door at home. Even if you're a man, you just cross the door, you get pregnant straight away. So yeah, I come from a big family. We are 25 in total. I've got 92 nephews. They all call me Santa. So yes, guys, I play until I was 39, not because I love football, it's because I have to feed them. So don't get me wrong. No, but In my life, like I say, I came from a massive family, so sharing is something really natural for me. And I've been really successful. I didn't expect to be successful. And today, I finished my coach license, all of that. Ferguson asked me to come back at Man United, but today, what I'm doing is bigger than football. So I will come back maybe in 5, 10 years, whatever, but today I'm a happy person because I make people happy.
And today you're multi-hyphenate, you're an entrepreneur, you're a creator, you're a charity man. And I'm just wondering, for you on the day-to-day, how do you split your time between the things that you love and the things that you're interested in? There are so many.
To be fair, I'm quite boring on my own because some people ask me about my conciergerie, Patrice, what you would like to do, what idea, what make you happy? And when my family is happy, when my children are happy, I'm happy. But what about you? And the only answer I can give to them, it was like, if I go in the cinema on my own and eating popcorn. So that was my, my answer to them. But no, yes, I have to take time for myself. It's been 2 years I've not been in holidays. And sometimes you need to have a break to recharge. But many people, they say, Patrice, but you're never tired. You're full of energy. And I always say, when I die, I will have plenty of time to rest. So why should I rest when I'm still alive?
And you were just saying earlier that you were just on a film and you show up on the Euros commentator and things like that. And creativity for you, how is your relationship with it, with having creative ventures, of being able to explore yourself, not only through writing, but through acting, to creating?
I mean, that's why actually social media, they give me my freedom. When I mean that is when you play football, if you want to be an actor, if you want to be a comedian or whatever, people will say stick to football. But with all the video I'm doing, because if you ask me, I don't know what I'm doing. It's just myself. I'm just happy. I do things with passion. And also if they share the same value, I never, be connected to a brand just for the money. You need to have the same value and have an impact to the world. So people ask me, but you did it, you get trained. No, I have no advice, to be honest, apart from be yourself. And your time will come. I always say, sometimes that door is closed, a window will open with more opportunity. And that's what happened. To be honest, many of the players, when they retire, they don't know what to do, or they do punditry, or they go to the coaching. But I choose a different path. I choose the challenging one. But today, I'm happy to choose that path because at the end of the day, the most important is I'm happy. That's why sometimes I've got people, Patrice, you didn't do a Monday video. I'm going to have a bad week. I'm like, chill out. I do it because also I love it, because you have to please people, but also you have to please yourself.
This is such an interesting point that you just touched upon, which is the expectations that you create once you start doing this. And how is this relationship to you with the idea that there are people out there that have grown accustomed to the things that you do and might start to develop perhaps unfair expectations on your platforms?
Yeah, but I mean, don't force it, when you don't feel it. Don't do it for the money or to attract more brand. Do it, like, share your personality. Sometimes people will like it, sometimes people won't like, but just be yourself. And of course, sometimes the expectations are always higher because every time I do a video, they want a better one, and the next one, and the next one. But I'm doing it now because I enjoy it. The day I start, cheating and I do it just because for the people, I won't. Because first of all, if I'm not happy, you want me to make other people happy. So I'm really caring of that. And like I say, I will need a break soon.
And this is such a healthy relationship because even looking at comment sections and looking at your interactions, you're so positive. You have this relationship with others where you're just trying to find the best in every single one of these interactions. And I think this is really rare, just like speaking out and a word footballer. Do you feel you're a visionary, you're paving the way in a certain way? Do you feel this relationship?
Wow, you're using big words. No, I don't know if I'm visionary. Like I say again, I'm just being myself. I believe in God. I believe in the universe. I believe in engine. and I believe in good energy. And you can feel in this room, I already feel the love and a good energy, and I'm just being myself. I think, when you meet someone, I never ask who is that person, if he's the president or whatever. I'm going to treat them the same way. Like, for example, when I was doing my coach license in Manchester United, no city, and they were showing, my highlights. And after that, I didn't even speak about football. I just say to the kids, when you come in this building and you got your clothes, say thank you, because some kids, they don't even have clothes. When the chef serve you the food, say thank you, because some kids are starving. And I say the same way you respect the manager, your teammate, the owner, that's the same way you have to respect the person cleaning the toilet or open you the door. This is the education I've got, and no matter how successful I am, I will have the same approach.
This is a wonderful sentiment. It also brings me to the fact that you were speaking about the things that you perhaps learned from football, the discipline perhaps, and knowing that you have to show up, that it's a job. Is there anything else that you think that football gave you that you managed to take to the rest of your life and that you use it on a day-to-day basis?
Football give me everything. I'm alive because of football. Like I say, I grew up in the streets. I lose a lot of friends. So first of all, football give me life, discipline, and be allowed to travel in so many countries. I think at school I was really bad. Now I speak 6 languages. So this is thanks to football. Like I think where I am now, that's why I say it's been a part of my life, but I will never, regret it. And now I'm building something completely different. Like, for example, I remember at school, he was my French teacher, and you have to write in the paper what you want to become. And I say, I want to be a football player. And that teacher say, football player is not a job. And she was laughing, and all my friends were laughing. And she go even further. She was, but Patrice, do you think in 300 kids, they're going to pick one kid is going to be you? And I say, yes. And everyone was laughing. So today, I don't want to take a revenge against that teacher. I mean, a little bit. But you should let kids dream. That's why when I have like speech in front of kids, I say, even if you want to be the president of the universe, it doesn't exist, work for it. Make the sacrifice for it. Don't give up. I know it's the same word we keep repeating, but the work, discipline. Every day, be disciplined with yourself. And this trend, I will say, from my mother. When people ask me, who is your hero? I always say my mom. I mean, without my mom, I won't be here. And I know it's not too many women here, but you are 10 years in advance than men. But we're pretending to be the boss, but we are not the boss. And for me, yeah, the mother is, and the woman are something really precious for me.
And it's really beautiful that you're speaking about the transformative power of football. I'm Brazilian, so I see this very upfront. And I think today you have access to seeing the end product and the lives that it grants. But it's really important to be able to speak about how it changes lives. And I see the way that it reflects on your charitable work and how you speak to people and install hope and have these conversations that perhaps they have not been able to have before with other people who believe in them. And how important is that for you to be able to show other people that because you've done it, they maybe can do it too?
Yeah, I think you were talking about the toxic masculinity. In the world, and especially in football, you need to be tough. You can't share any emotion. I can see even my friend and brother Thierry Henry, he made an interview when he said he was in depression. And actually people don't realize, I will never complain because we earn so much money, but it's quite really tough. And you like a robot, you can't be sad, you can't cry. You always have to be ready to go to the battle and winning game. So today, yes, of course, I am more an emotional guy. I will tell you a story. Is one of my ex-teammates playing for Juventus. I won't say his name. So we were on the plane, and, I went to the toilet, and I passed him. He was crying. I look, I say, what, this guy is crying? We on the plane, the phone doesn't work. So I stand by to him. I say, why are you crying? He said, Patrice, it's 4 times I'm watching this movie, and this movie make me cry every time. I was like, oh, shit. Sorry, kids. Then I went and I sit next to my teammate, Carlos Tevez, and I said, Carlito, can you believe, this our striker is watching a movie and he's crying? And Tevez didn't say anything. And I said, please, don't tell to anyone. Soon as we land, it was the manager, all the teammates. He said, boss, how do you want us to win a game when that guy need to score a goal and he's crying because he watched a movie? So everyone was laughing. Everyone was laughing. But now I regret it. I will probably, ask why he's crying, because I'm a different person. But when you play football, you have to be an animal. That's why some people will say, ask me that question, Patrice, you will succeed the way you are now than when you were before? I will say no, because you need to protect yourself. Like, for example, depression is something I'm like taking really seriously, but for me, it's a luxury. I can't be depressed because I have too many people, too many responsibility. So actually, you don't have time to share those kind of emotion.
This is such a tough situation to be in, but I just want to get back a little bit. You were speaking about films, and earlier on you spoke about going to the cinema and have popcorn, and this is a film festival. And I hear that you're a big cinephile, that you watch a lot of movies, and that you love TV. Is there anything you've seen lately that you loved?
To be honest, the last movie I really enjoy is called Parasite. It's a Korean movie. And of course, Park Ji-sun is the godfather also of my son. And I think the Korean movie right now are the one. I love this game! There we go. Now they're going to stay quiet. So, yes, I think, like I say, even when I go to the Web Summit, when I had the speech at the UN, all of that, learning process. I start from zero. So I came here, meeting people, actor, the way they do it, because I enjoy it. And like I said, I did a movie in France, number 10. But don't get me wrong, I was just 1 minute in the movie. I wasn't the principal actor. But yeah, it's a world where I want to learn more about it and understand it.
How was your experience on set? Even if you're for so little, it must be something different. How did you enjoy it?
No, at all. Actually, they nearly fire the director because I was changing all the lines. And I'm really, comfortable in front of the camera. That's why as a captain, when I was doing the press conference, when the team was doing not well, the manager always sent me because I know to talk, I know to communicate. So for me, I remember the director, he said, but Patrice, have you done that all your life? I said, no, this is the first movie I'm doing it. I'm just enjoy it with no pressure.
And because we are here and there's this conversation about how you can translate your own experiences through creativity, through story, and you've done so through your book and through the stories that you tell. And before we end this, how important is storytelling for you in different ways? Is your life around storytelling?
Without my story, I don't know if I will have something to say. That's why when people say, great speech, oh my God, you've been brilliant, I'm like, I'm just telling my story. This is my life. Like I say, when I was the age of 13, I used to beg money in front of the shop to buy a sandwich. For the people who read my book, I've been sexually abused at the age of 13. But all of that, this is my story. I'm like people sometimes, oh my God, I'm sorry. No, I'm a really happy person. I came through all those challenges, all those adversity, and nothing will come, easy in life. Now the new generation, like I said, they want everything fast because all the social media and your brain you just keep feed your brain, so you never had enough. But I think sometimes, take time for yourself. I'm good giving advice, but bad taking them. But I think my best quality is I live the present. I never think about the past because you can live with regret. I never think about the future because you can live with anxiety and stress. The present. Right now, I am here with you, having a conversation, in front of all those beautiful people. So that's, I will say, my best gift, to always focus on the present.
It's crazy the places that life can take you to, right? To Malta, to the World Cup. But thank you so much. This has been so beautiful. This is the time we have